It wasn't loud, and it wasn't dramatic at first, just awkward. A pause too long, a question asked twice, a glance that lingered. When a black woman experienced an unexpected seat challenge, the moment hovered uncomfortably, until clarity arrived and quietly reset everything. The setting feels routine and predictable, the kind of shared space where people expect systems to function smoothly and interactions to remain brief and impersonal, and the black woman is already seated, settled in, her belongings arranged neatly, her posture relaxed, clearly following every instruction given, when the awkwardness begins with a question directed only at her. Asked in a tone meant to sound casual but landing with a subtle weight, inquiring whether she is seated correctly and, while the words themselves are ordinary, the attention they draw is not, because nearby passengers pause, eyes flick upward, sensing the shift before it fully takes shape, and she looks up calmly, listens without interruption, and responds evenly that she is in her assigned seat, expecting the exchange to dissolve as quickly as it formed, but instead the question lingers, reappearing with slight variations, as if repetition might produce a different answer, and the awkwardness grows not from confrontation but from hesitation, from the space between responses, from the unspoken suggestion that her certainty is somehow insufficient, and as the moment stretches, it becomes clear that the discomfort is no longer private, because silence invites attention, and attention amplifies uncertainty, yet she remains steady, not adjusting her tone, not laughing nervously, not rushing to justify herself. Simply repeating the same calm truth, and that steadiness exposes the imbalance, because the situation now depends entirely on proof rather than persuasion, and as authority enters the interaction, procedures are referenced, systems consulted, and the focus begins to shift away from her presence toward the process itself, and throughout it all she does not move, does not posture, does not attempt to smooth over the discomfort for others, allowing the awkwardness to exist until it resolves honestly. And when verification finally occurs, the clarity arrives quietly but decisively, confirming that she is exactly where she belongs, and the awkward tension dissipates almost instantly, replaced by quick acknowledgments and movement away, as if everyone involved hopes the moment will fade without further notice, yet the clarity is unmistakable, visible to all who witness the uncertainty, and she receives it without comment, returning to stillness with the same composure she had from the beginning. While the space subtly resets, aware that what began as an awkward challenge has ended in truth revealed. What gives this moment its resonance is not the challenge itself but the discomfort surrounding it, because awkward situations often rely on social pressure to resolve themselves quickly, and black women are frequently expected to absorb that pressure by accommodating others, smoothing tension, or moving aside to restore comfort, yet her refusal to rush the moment changed its trajectory entirely, and her calm was not passive. It was intentional, shaped by an understanding that discomfort is not always something to escape. Sometimes it is something to endure until clarity can surface, and the challenge she faced was not overtly hostile, which is precisely what made it complicated, because polite uncertainty can still undermine credibility without ever naming itself, and by maintaining her composure she forced the situation into a slower, more accountable rhythm, where assumptions could no longer stand unexamined. And she did not perform reassurance, did not soften herself to make the awkwardness disappear, she simply remained present and certain. And that presence mattered because it shifted responsibility away from her and back onto the system, questioning her seat, requiring verification instead of compliance, and when the confirmation arrived without apology it revealed discomfort rather than resolution, yet the absence of acknowledgement did not erase the outcome, because the clarity was clear. And those watching witnessed the entire arc, the hesitation, the repetition, the stillness, and the confirmation, and that sequence leaves an impression, because it shows how easily discomfort can grow from assumption and how effectively it can be resolved through patience, and for the woman, the moment reinforces a familiar understanding that her steadiness is not something she owes others, but something she uses to protect herself. And while moments like this often blend into the fabric of daily experience, this one stands out because it ended correctly, because calm held long enough for truth to emerge, and because clarity arrived without her having to surrender herself to ease the awkwardness. Seen from a wider lens, the interaction reveals how many everyday challenges are fueled not by facts but by discomfort, by the unease that arises when expectations don't immediately align with reality, and how quickly that discomfort can be placed on certain people to resolve. Yet her experience shows that when someone refuses to absorb that burden, when they remain steady and grounded, the system itself is forced to confront the source of the uncertainty, and in that pause clarity becomes possible. And although the resolution was quiet and understated, the timing mattered, Because truth arrived before the awkwardness could solidify into narrative, and once a moment ends incorrectly it lingers, shaping perception long after the details fade, and her composure ensured the ending matched reality, and those who witnessed it may never recount it aloud, but they will remember the pause, the stillness, the shift. And that memory subtly reshapes expectations about belonging, credibility, and authority, and for her the significance lies not in changing the room but in protecting her peace, in knowing she did not need to over-explain, move, or apologize for occupying space that was already hers, and that knowledge carries forward, reinforcing confidence and self-trust, reminding us that clarity does not always arrive through confrontation or explanation. Sometimes it arrives simply because someone stayed steady long enough for the truth to catch up. If this story resonated, share it with intention, not to glorify discomfort, but to recognize steadiness as strength. Support conversations that examine how awkward moments are handled, how assumptions are placed, and how clarity often requires patience. Follow for more stories that center dignity, lived experience, and moments where calm presence changes outcomes. Because sometimes the most powerful response isn't filling the silence, it's allowing the truth to emerge by staying exactly where you are.